What is up, Karatics? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Double Money Event Week, as well as the vehicle and property discounts. This event week is for July 2nd, July 8th, 2020. The current casino podium vehicle is the Sovereign. This motorcycle is primarily based on the Harley-Davidson Road King. In GTA, it is a police motorcycle, but with an American flag livery on it. It's actually pretty cool. It released about 6 years ago with the Independence Day special update, and normally only costs about $120,000. And it's 50% off right now, making it even more questionable as to why Rockstar made this a podium vehicle, but I believe this is the cheapest vehicle we have ever had on the casino podium. I personally wouldn't even bother spinning the lucky wheel at the casino this week, just kind of pass on it, just my personal opinion. Anyway, starting off with the property discounts, we have 70% off the facilities. The facility is a must buy in my opinion, especially if you want to host a Doomsday Heist to earn money. Next up, we have 70% off the bunkers, which is super awesome. The bunker business earns a lot of money and one you should definitely consider buying. Moving on, we have 70% off the hangar business. This property is required to buy a lot of the good aircrafts in GTA, so definitely one that's worth buying. And lastly, we have 50% off the arcade businesses. The arcade business is required to host a casino heist, so definitely consider buying one. Even if you own these properties already, it's also a good time to be moved to a different location. These discounts are pretty big. Moving on to vehicle discounts, we have 50% off the Divest 8. This supercar is one of the best in the supercar class and is used for races with lots of high top speed sections. At this price, this is a must buy in my opinion. Next up, we have 50% off the ETR1. Now this car has insane handling and is literally a race car, but unfortunately it has awful straight line speed, making it really struggle to compete. Moving on to the Southern San Andreas website, we have 50% off the Gauntlet Hellfire. This is one of the fastest muscle cars top speed wise, with great customization on top of that. It really is a good all-around car, especially for this price. Next up, we have 50% off the Sovereign, which I spoke about earlier. Now there is really no need to own this motorcycle, but they do take it off the website and bring it back once a year, so if you want, you can purchase it now, or you have to wait till next year. Moving on to the Warstock website, we have 60% off the Avenger and the upgrades / renovations for it as well. Moving on, we have 50% off the Oppressor Mark II. Now this is not the first time this has been on discount, but I believe this is actually the largest discount we have ever seen on the Oppressor Mark II. Obviously this is one of the best vehicles to get around the map quickly, and unfortunately grief a lot of random people for no reason, which is why it has a little bit of a bad reputation, but keep in mind that you need to own a nightclub and a terabyte with the specialized workshop upgrade in order to even put the missile upgrade on it, so keep that in mind. Moving on, we have 50% off the Thruster. This jetpack is very fun to troll the Oppressor Mark II griefers with it because you can fly in a straight line and their missiles can't kill you. It's actually pretty funny. But keep in mind that you need to own a facility in order to even purchase it. Next up, we have 50% off the Bombushka. I don't really find this plane that useful other than opening up the rear hatch and messing around, but keep in mind that you need to own a hangar in order to even purchase it. Next up, we have 50% off the Molotov, a very cool jet as far as customization and styling, but there are better options out there in terms of dogfighting. Moving along, we have 50% off the Tula. I've seen many people use this for missions as it can land on water, but honestly, I see no real need to own it, especially with the flying vehicles we have in the game. Next up, we have 50% off the APC. This is a must buy in my opinion. This vehicle is great for combat, plus it can drive on water, which is great, and at this price, it's a very good deal. And lastly, for this website, we have 50% off the Liberator. I'm sure most of you own this already, but if you don't, it's worth trying out. It's a fun vehicle to mess around in. Moving on to the Elitas Travels website, we have 50% off the Luxor Deluxe, one of the most awful financial decisions in the game, even at this price. Moving along, we have 50% off the Swift Deluxe, another one I don't really see a need to own considering the high price. Next up, we have 50% off the regular Swift and the Swift Flying Bravo. This is actually a decent helicopter to own in the game, especially at this price. It's really not too bad. And lastly, for this website, we have 50% off the regular Luxor. I don't really see a need to own the regular Luxor since it spawns at the airport for free a lot. But anyways, moving on to the Docktease website, we have 50% off the yachts, which is awesome. Personally, the yacht is more of a status symbol in game than anything else. It really serves no purpose in the game other than looking pretty out in the ocean, but if you've been wanting one for a while, now is definitely the right time. And that's it for vehicle discounts. Rockstar really went crazy this week, giving us a bunch of discounts, which is very exciting to see. As far as the Independence Day content discounts, we have 50% off all the Independence Day clothes, masks, hairstyles, weapons, horns, MLC liveries, Mark II weapon camo, and the Patriot tire smoke. Also keep in mind that the Business Battle Free Mode event cargo rewards are back for this week. Potential items you can win include the Statue of Happiness t-shirt and the 4 different beer hats, which is super cool. Moving on to the double money stuff, we have double money and RP on the Adversary Mode Bunker and the Adversary Mode Missile Base. Now personally, I've never played these, but I think I'll probably give it a shot this week. They seem pretty interesting. Also remember guys that PS4 players get a free $1 million this month just for logging in. Moving on to a Twitch Prime discount for Twitch Prime members only. I will leave instructions in the pinned comment how to become a Twitch Prime member if you aren't one already. So they are the same as last week, which is 80% off the Molotov and 70% off the Mamba. Again, these 2 discounts are for Twitch Prime members only. And lastly, we have of course the RC Bandito time trial Vespucci Beach. This week's normal time trial is down Chiliad. This is one of the hardest time trials in my opinion. I highly recommend either the Sanchez, BF400, Hakachu Drag, Shotaro, or the Batty 801 for this time trial. It's really difficult on a bike, but it's really one of the only ways of doing it. It's really frustrating as you can fall off and die multiple times. But I always post my time trial guide every Friday, so stay tuned for that. And this week's premium race is a motorcycle race art to art. I highly recommend either the Shotaro or Hakachu Drag for that race. Anyways guys, hope this was helpful. This event week is very good in terms of discounts, but not so great in terms of bonus money, unfortunately. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.